So I decamped from Mather Campground this morning in the Grand Canyon, and I drove to Flagstaff to pick up Chris, who flew in to spend 2 days with me at the Grand Canyon and then 2 nights with me in Las Vegas. So we're staying at the Hotel El Tovar in the Grand Canyon, thanks to Chris's dad, who booked 2 nights for us here. Thank you, Bob. From my warm hotel room, I thought I would show you a little bit of what the cold weather has done to me because last night, actually when I woke up this morning and the sun had already risen, and I turned on the car at 7 a.m. and it said 21 degrees outside. So we were testing the lower limits of my sleeping setup, and while I felt okay, I could have been warmer, and if it's going to be that cold nightly as I go through Utah, I thought I better try something warmer. So one of the issues is that I have a fire going at night, but I have to wait until it goes out before I can go to sleep. And in the meantime, my body's getting colder, and then I have to get into a cold sleeping bag. So once I get into the sleeping bag, my body heat has to fill that bag with its warmth that can then keep me warm. But in the meantime, it's cold. So one thing I saw when I was in line at the store today or yesterday were the hand warmers, like a 3-pack that you could buy, and just to keep your hands and feet warm. And I thought, well, I was very tempted to buy them. And then I thought, well, I don't want to buy the hand warmers just to toss them out after one use. So I thought, well, what if I get a hot water bottle and I can fill it with hot water while I'm tending to putting out the fire and preheat the sleeping bag. So I got 2 of these for $16 today, and I'll test them out in Zion on Sunday when I get there, because I think that the parks in Utah are going to be as cold, if not colder, than the Grand Canyon. At least that's what I was expecting. Maybe temperatures at night in the low 20s, which it was last night here in the Grand Canyon. So hopefully if I put one of these bottles into my sleeping bag as I'm tending to putting out the fire, it will warm it enough that I won't feel so cold when I get in, and I can bring the second one in with me to keep me warm as I fall asleep. So I'll test these out in Zion and I'll let you know how they go. The other thing that camping in cold weather has done to my body is that it has really scratched up my hands and made them super dry. You can see how dry they are there. And just scratched up. So in the car next to me, I keep both of these things, and I've been using this pretty regularly. It seems to help. It's kind of a waxy substance that just seals the skin. This is after 3 days, so I think I'm gonna need to get at least one more. And then on the left, we have the Blistex SPF 20 for your lips. I always keep some lip balm on me that has some SPF protection, because your lips can get sunburned when you're outside hiking or spending a lot of time outside. I've also really been enjoying these silk glove liners. I can't do all of my activities while wearing them, but they do really help kind of in the interim if I'm just sitting or if I'm packing things, and definitely to wear underneath other gloves. I also wear them to sleep. Anything that I don't need tactile sensation for my fingertips. So they also don't work when I'm trying to use my phone. In fact, I found that the silk base layers are warmer than just wool base layers. I have a pair of silk sock liners. I have silk bottom base layers. I also have a silk top base layer, and they do wonders at keeping me warm rather than just the wool base layers. And I'll show you those layers when I go through a full video of how I maintain warmth for clothing. So this is just kind of a part 1 on cold weather camping and how it has affected me and what I'm doing to stay warm. I hope this helps anyone who's interested in cold weather camping.